favorite places to bring my family. I mean, right when you walk outside, we got 1,000,001 things to do, right? So we're definitely going to have an incredible weekend. But tonight we're kicking off the event strong. It is 2019. This is going to be our growth year in each of our businesses, so we have to take it seriously. What better than to kick it off right here in Southern California, right? Okay, cool. So today I want to give you an incredible training. I'm excited they made this leadership session, especially for all of you guys. Today I want to talk about something that I've practiced over the last almost 14 years while I've been in network marketing. It's one of the biggest reasons for my success, and it's the best way that I've found to identify leaders in depth in my organization. And I'm going to talk today about building with intention. And intention is a very powerful word, okay? It is built from that word intent. And unless you have some real intent on having strong goals for 2019, the beginning of 2020 is going to look exactly like it does now. So you have to have some strong intention. What are your goals? What are your plans? You don't come to an event or kick off a brand new year without plans and goals. If you're serious about this business, every single night you go back to your room, you're writing down your plans. You're thinking of the people that are already involved in your organization. You're thinking of the people you're going to leave this event and go talk to. You're writing a list as you're sitting here. You're picking up on all the key points that leaders are giving as they're on this stage, and you're thinking of ways to apply them into your business. We aren't here just for fun this weekend. We're here to help your business grow, and if we can help your business grow, each of our businesses grow. So you guys ready? All right, so I'm going to bring it strong for you guys tonight. So I'm going to talk to you guys about taprooting and building in depth. Some of you may have heard the word taprooting in this business or in business in general, but if you didn't, I'm going to teach you about that tonight. So I want to first explain to you guys what a taproot is. And here I have the definition on the screen. As you read it, I will also explain what a taproot is. A taproot is a root structure of a tree that has the strongest, most central, most dominant root in a tree in which other roots sprout laterally. Okay, the taproot is responsible for keeping the tree alive. The taproot is responsible for delivering all the water and all the nutrients throughout the entire structure. The thicker and the deeper the root goes into the ground, the bigger the tree is above ground. Right? The bigger, the thicker, the deeper that root goes into the ground, the more stable the tree becomes. And just like this same exact root system of a tree, it's the same magic that helps the MLM business, the network marketing business, your structure of your organization grow. If you can just parallel this same exact root structure system into your organization, you'll have a thriving business, but you have to always focus on it. You have to figure out ways to make that root thicker and to go as deep as you can in your organization so you can see the other roots sprout laterally in your organization. And before I explain to you on how to taproot in your business, I want to talk to you about something that's very important, what most people fail to understand in this business. Usually it becomes the demise of a new distributor's business within their first 90 days because they fail to understand this simple philosophy of building on the surface versus building in depth. You see, most people who are new to any business or are new to network marketing, they go out with the intention of having success. They go out excited. Some people like to call it ignorance on fire. They get people attracted to something they're excited about. People want to get excited about something. They want to have success in their life. They want to start their own business, and they see this as an opportunity to do it. And people get people involved, but they fail to drive depth underneath those people. And what they do is they just focus on working on the surface of their business. They bring people into this business called network marketing. They enroll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20 people, and they expect all the results to come just from that surface. They expect just to have relationships with those people, never with the people those people bring in, or never with the people those people bring in. And what happens is one person doesn't do the business, they let them go. One person starts to do the business, they give them a pat on the back, and they move to the next person. But what happens is there is no root that is driving deep into the ground, so the organization fails. The business eventually dies, and they find themselves repeating this process over and over again. And as new people are brought into the business, new people are leaving the business. And new people are coming in, and new people are leaving. The best way to build your business is in depth. As you bring new people into the business, you let them introduce you to their people, and you let those people introduce you to their people. And you build relationships in depth. You help them with the first few steps, and you help their people with the first few steps. And you identify some key leaders who want to treat this business like a business. All right? When you build your business in depth, you start building some key relationships with people that will keep this business going for you for years to come. There are people on the surface who will enter your business, and at first they might have success, and they might be excited about this business, but later you might find that they want to leave, or they might want to jump to another company. If you're able to taproot your business and build relationships in depth, it doesn't matter who leaves, because there are people who built relationships with you in depth in that structure, and your organization stays, and it continues to grow and grow and grow. So, how do we taproot? You know, that's a good question, because it's not just some very simple things. It's a lot of the income-generating activities that you've learned before at many of these events. It's the things that you watch in the videos of the most successful people in this industry sharing, but it's doing those things over and over and over again in depth as much as you can. It's being able to leverage one person and turn them into 50 rather than just enrolling 50 people yourself on the surface. All right? And I'm going to show you what that looks like. And this is just building a taproot through one new person in your organization. And on this picture, I'm not making it look simple. Right? I'm showing you how you could sponsor one person, help introduce the business in some sort of way to 10 people on their list so they can get qualified by just bringing in 2 from the 10. And then going in depth and helping them introduce their list to 10 new people. You might be sharing the plan with them through a one-on-one, doing a 2-way call. You might be sending a video. You might be having them jump on a webinar. You might be getting their contacts to attend a local meeting in the area where you live. You might be even getting them to an event like this. But you're sharing, you're exposing them to the business, you're sharing them the business in some sort of way so they can get qualified. And then you're going with those people, those new people who are joining, and you're helping them get in front of their contacts to share the plan and show the business so they get qualified. And you're continuously doing this until you're identifying leaders, people who want to treat this business like a business. That meeting that you just did for Sally, where there were 6 new people, you met Joey, who says, hey, I want to have a meeting at my house. Taproot in depth. Joey does a meeting with 6 new people. And you meet Jerry, and Jerry says, hey, I have a couple people who are serious about business. I'd love for you to meet. Would you be able to meet us for lunch on Wednesday? And you're just driving depth, and you're building new relationships, and you're helping more and more people. And as you're doing that, your tree is growing. You went from bringing one person into your business to driving that route down as far as you can, and you've been exposing the business to tens of people over the last 4, 5, 6 weeks, and bringing in new people in your organization. It's taprooting. And the binary and the taproot are the perfect combination. We're in the perfect company, and we have the perfect opportunity to drive depth because the binary helps secure that. When I talk about the binary and the taproot being the perfect combination, the reason is because if you're driving depth in your organization through new people joining, you're helping other people's structures grow. You're helping other people's trees grow. You're helping other organizations grow. And what happens is it builds excitement into the organization because new people are coming in, there are meetings being done, people are entering in depth, and it's a part of their business. And there are people that are seeing this going on, and they have this fear of loss that they need to get going too because they see what's going on. You're not just building on the surface, you're building in the depth of everybody you're bringing in. It's the perfect combination, but the key to the taproot is to stay at the bottom with the newest, most exciting distributors. You can go into your organization, you can go into your reports, and you can find the new people that are joining. You can find the new executives that are coming up in depth in your organizations. You can find a way to contact them and ask them, hey, I saw you just got started in our business. Are you here to consume our incredible products, or are you here to build a big business? I'd love to offer you assistance for both. And they might say, well, I'm interested in the business. So-and-so enrolled me, but I don't know what to do. Perfect. Can you put together a list of your 10 best and your 10 easiest? You know, the people that trust you the most, or the people that you know have been the most successful, And let's get in front of them. Let's share with them the business. Can you do that? Can you do that for me? Can you put 10 people in front of me? And what I'm doing and what you're doing is you're helping drive depth in the organization at the very bottom of your organization. And as new people are joining, you're helping all the people above in that same tree grow. And people are getting excited. You're pouring gasoline on the business so a fire starts and everybody sees it. Right? It's very, very important. There are 3 things that you're looking to accomplish when you're building in depth, when you're building this taproot. Okay, the first thing is you're trying to identify leaders. By me not just sitting at the surface of my business and working with the people that I brought in personally, by me going in depth, by me doing meetings for the person that just joined and their person that just joined, by me getting on the phone and doing trainings or phone calls or webinars or 3-way calls, by me meeting new people in depth, I've been able to identify new leaders. The most successful people on my team, the people that have got me to where I am today, are not people that I personally brought into the business. Okay? Not one of them. Those are people that I was able to identify in depth through taprooting. I enrolled Tom, who enrolls Mike, who enrolls Danian. Okay? I enroll Ken, who enrolls Julie, who enrolls Sam. I'm focused on building relationships with as many people as I can. I want to be exposed to as many people as I can in my business. It doesn't matter who you are or when you enrolled. If you called me and said, I have someone to talk to on Friday, can you get on the phone? I'm going to do it. Because you never know who that person could be. There's a saying in this business, it's not who you know, it's who they know. That's what changes your life in this business. So if you can learn to taproot your business and build depth, you're going to identify people in depth that you never knew existed from just looking at your business from the surface. It doesn't matter who the person is or how many contacts they know. If they can introduce you to 1 new person, that's enough. If they can introduce you to 2, that's even better. If they can introduce you to 10, that's even better. Because the people that join you, it starts all over again and you go down another level. And you go taproot, and you show the plan, and you do the webinars, and you do the meetings, and you do the trainings, or you do the 3-way calls, or you do the one-on-ones, or you send the videos that Janessa gives us with more people until another person joins, and then another person joins, until that person comes up to you one day at an event or a meeting, or they write you a message on Facebook, or they pick up the phone and call you, and they say, hey, I'm on your team. This is where I am. I went to a meeting that you're at. I joined. I'm serious about this business. And now you build a relationship with a new serious person. My goal in this industry, in this company, in this business, is not just to enroll as many people as I can. It's to build as deep as I can into my business. If you build deep, you don't have to go so wide. There are people in my business, there are leaders. I just spoke to a leader the other day. She lives in a different country, and she told me about how she's constantly enrolling new people. That's her focus, to continue to enroll new people. And I told her, you just enrolled, over the last 3 months, 3 incredible leaders that people would dream of putting in their business. They've had experience in the industry, which barely anybody can ever get. Okay? We're usually building with just normal people, like you and I, and that's how we got started. But I said, you enrolled some incredible leaders with incredible potential. If you just focused on driving depth with those 3 people this year, imagine how big your business can get. Or you could spend your time enrolling 60 new people over the next 365 days and watch those 3 people's potential business be gone. Because you didn't taproot it, you didn't drive depth and grow those roots so deep. You didn't establish those relationships. Forget the surface. They could be leaders on the surface, but what if they decide to leave? Imagine all that you could have accomplished in depth. Okay? It's about identifying leaders. As soon as you identify leaders, forge the relationships. Make it more about the business. Become family with them. Become best friends with them. Right? Find new reasons to call them or to hang out with them. More than just the business. Build a relationship that they know will last forever. Build a relationship so that way when they're having bad days, they know they can count on you to call outside of the business. Build relationships where people can see them working with you for the next 20, 30, 40 years. And they're people that you never even knew before this business. They're people you met in depth. That's what I focused on over the last 13 and 14 years. That's what I'm always focusing on. I want to know the people in depth. This same person that I told that story about, I also asked her to send me a list of the true leaders in your market where you live. Send me a list of their names, people that I wouldn't know. I want to know the true leaders, because I know the people who come up to me, but who are the true leaders that I should constantly be calling to say hello, constantly calling to check up on them and see how they're doing? Who are the leaders I can go do meetings for when I travel to that market? And she wrote me a list of 20 people, and she broke them down of who they were, a bit about them, what they're focused on, how their percentage of their focus on the business, and a little bit about them. And she just gave me a tool that I can use. Now I can reach out to these people, I can find a way to contact them, just stay in touch with them. Just every few weeks reach out and touch them. Every few weeks reach out and touch them. So that relationship starts to build, so that way you can forge an even stronger business. That's what taprooting does. It allows you to build a business that lasts longer than someone who doesn't do that. Than the person who has to constantly rebuild their business every 2 or 3 years, and rebuild their business every 2 or 3 years, and rebuild their business every 2 or 3 years. The relationships are the most important. Look for the people in your business who want it the most. Look for the people who are genuine and honest and are here for the long run, and build as strong of relationships as you can. Don't just focus on the people who are building big and making you money. Focus on the people you think have the biggest potential, the people you can develop in the biggest way, the people that have the biggest dreams and the biggest why, and just help them build their beliefs so they can go out and crush it for you. And the final focus that you want to accomplish is creating your own inner circle. And this inner circle concept I learned in Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich, where he talks about the mastermind alliance. The mastermind alliance, the importance of having a group of people around you that you can grow with year by year. People that are not negative, people that are only positive. Not necessarily people in your organization, the inner circle, not necessarily people in your organization who are making the most money, who are the most successful, or the highest pin ranks, but the people in the organization who've developed the best skill sets in your organization. Those people that are the best speakers, those people that are the best event promoters, those people that are the hardest workers, the people that are recruiting the most people, the people that are winning all the trips, okay? Look for the people with the best skill sets and create that inner circle, because those are the people you want to plan with each and every year. Those are the people you plan the events around. Those are the people you run with on promotions. Those are the people you get together to go get everybody running and motivated and started. The inner circle is created through driving depth in your organization. It's not with only the people you've personally brought in. The inner circle is comprised of people all throughout your organization. All right? It's a question you have to ask yourself every few months. How deep are my roots? Can you guys repeat after me real quick? How deep are my roots? How deep are my roots? One more time. How deep are my roots? How deep are my roots? That's the question you have to ask yourself, because if you have a small business, you have to realize you have shallow roots. Okay? There's no water, no nutrition getting to this organization. You have to focus on driving depth as far as you can, meeting more new people, leveraging the people you already have in your business, to bring more people in. So drive depth in your organization, taproot the heck out of your business, taproot. Think of that term all throughout 2019, and go build the biggest business ever. When you look at your business, it's not about what's underneath, it's about what's above the ground. And if you could build a solid root structure, the thickest root that goes as deep as you can through your business, you're going to have success for years to come. I wish you guys the best. Thank you. Good luck. God bless.